It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Witnesses to a fatal plane crash near Cessnock say they saw it spiral out of control towards the ground before bursting into flames. The single-engine plane was performing aerobatic stunts when the pilot lost control near Sawyers Gully late yesterday. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says officers had to use four-wheel drive vehicles to reach the burning plane.
Police from Central Hunter Local Area Command responded, finding the plane to be well alight. The fire was extinguished before the body of the pilot was found inside. He's yet to be formally identified. No one else was injured, and a report is being prepared for the coroner.
Police have launched a manhunt in the Hunter to find a convicted murderer who's breached his parole conditions. 56-year-old Stephen Sari was on parole for the murder of a man at Rathmines in 2000. He's described as being of Caucasian appearance, about 172 centimetres tall, with a medium build, brown hair and green hazel eyes. Anyone who sees him or knows where he is urged to call 000 immediately. Some of the region's most financially vulnerable people could soon fall on even harder times if the Financial Counselling Hunter Valley project loses funding. The Department of Finance is currently reviewing the amount of spending which goes to financial counselling services, with a backflip on a promise for funding for the next 3 years. Manager of the Financial Counselling Hunter Valley project, Maria Hatch, says thousands of people could be affected.
You're looking at around 40,000 people across the state, about 1,000 people across across the Hunter a year who have our assistance. There'll be no one. If they need assistance, they're going to have to pay for it in the future after we're gone.
There's renewed hope for the Hunter's two rail contractors as the state government looks to purchase more carriages. Transport Minister Andrew Constance is expected to announce today Downer EDI and UGL services have been shortlisted to supply the $2.8 billion intercity train fleet, along with two other consortia. However, it's unlikely the 520 new carriages will be entirely built locally, with both Hunter companies partnering with Chinese firms to pitch for the project. Hunter-based private health insurer NIB has announced plans to expand the business with the acquisition of travel insurance provider World Nomads Group. The takeover is worth a reported $95 million and has given the company 100% ownership. NIB Managing Director Mark Fitzgibbon says the decision was based around operations already undertaken.
Been quite successful at it. We decided to pump up our investment, and the company we purchased is a company that's already providing the travel insurance that we sell as NIB branded travel insurance.
And beef cattle farmers in the Hunter are enjoying record prices at local sale yards. The Herald reports stock prices are between 80 and 90 cents a kilo above the 3-year high in January, thanks to strong demand. But it means shoppers are paying more, with Scotch fillet costing an extra $5 a kilo compared to a few months ago.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor Warners Bay Sports Club.
Newcastle Knight Dane Gagai is heading into this week's match against the Canberra Raiders with confidence after scoring a try on debut for the Maroons last night's Game of Origin decider. Gagai scored the first try of the match, contributing to the hefty 52-6 scoreline. Meanwhile, enforcer Beau Scott has been charged with a Grade 1 dangerous throw following Game 3 and will spend one game on the sidelines even if he takes the early guilty plea. Merewether surfer Jackson Baker has taken out second place in the Osgrom Open final. The 18-year-old was leading the comp into the final minutes, but was bumped into second by a last-minute wave. And in rugby, Merewether High School student Harry Johnson-Holmes is hoping his Australian schoolboy selection will be his launchpad to a professional rugby career. That's sport. I'm Georgia Moylan.
2 NURFM News Time, 26 to 7.